Send me a blog at cltv.com/GML. Tell me why you choose to stay in this weather. Welcome back to Garrard McClendon Live. We're taking your phone call, 630-575-TALK. I've got Jeff Morrow. He's a commercial jingle singer and voiceover specialist. He chooses to stay in Chicago, and I'm going to rail on him right now. Jeff, the rest of your family lives nowhere around here.
No, they
Why
don't.
are you the last, man? I mean, where do they live?
Mesa, Arizona. My brother, my sister, my parents, everybody's moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
They said they've had enough of the snow, so they all packed up and left.
Well, you know, Jeff, as much as I want to move, and I may be hightailing out of here one day, it's just something about this city. It's something about driving on that Dan Ryan, man, or on,
Yes,
or on the Skyway into Chicago, or on Lakeshore Drive, that, I don't know, it kind of gives you that excuse my expression, warm and tingly feeling, man, to see that Sears Tower or to see Soldier Field. It's nothing like it, Jeff.
And you know, Chicago is a beautiful city. You know, Mayor Daley's done a great job beautifying, you know, the city, the flowers and everything. And Lakeshore Drive, you drive down Lakeshore Drive and you look at that skyline and there's nothing like it. Yeah,
definitely. I've got some blogs here, Jeff. Let's see. Wow, are you serious, Gerard? It's beyond cold. That's from Catherine. Let's see. Another person, Alan, says, I hate cold weather. I miss Los Angeles. I lived there for many years. I love the weather there, but I'm living in the Chicago area. I've got one more blog here. It says, let's see. Where is it? I had a great one here. Brr. It doesn't matter how cold you felt in years past, but it's been extremely cold lately. I mean, and then here's one last one. I love this one, Jeff, from Larry. It says, I hate cold weather, but I love Chicago.
There you go.
Oh, man, Jeff, hold tight. Let me go to Justin next. Justin, thanks for calling GML. What's your comment? Let me go to Frank. Justin, let me go to Frank next. Frank, thanks for calling GML. What's your comment?
Hey, how you doing, Gerard? I love the show, man.
Thank you.
Hey, you know, that's how Chicago got its name, the Windy City. Okay? I mean, it gets cold. We only get 4 cold months out of a year. But Chicago's a beautiful city. You know, Gerard, I moved down to Memphis, Tennessee. And I was down there 3.5 years. I broke my neck to get back home.
Oh, man. Man, you left Memphis, Tennessee?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey, man, that's my mother's side of the family is from
My
Memphis.
birthplace.
Hey, Gerard, if they get an inch of snow, everything closed down.
You right.
Yeah.
And you right. Hey, Frank, thanks for the call. You know what, Jeff? He's right, man. In Nashville, in Memphis, Tennessee, they get these weird, rainy ice storms.
Yes, they do.
And they just panic. They shut everything down.
Well, I can remember being in Las Vegas a few years back and waking up that morning and there was snow on the ground. The city closed down until that snow melted. In Chicago, you know, we're tough. We can handle that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let me go to Charles next. Charles, thanks for calling GML. What's your comment?
Yes, I would like to just to say that I'm a mailman here in Northwest Indiana.
Wow.
Wow.
And I've been delivering for 10 years, and I love winter times here in Northwest Indiana.
What?
My man.
I'm originally from Alabama. I came up here 8 years ago, and the experience here in Indiana and Chicago area, I love it, and I've been delivering mail now for 10 years.
Man, you know what? Let me give you big ups for one. But did you love delivering mail today?
Well, today was a gut check, you know.
I'm sure it was.
Like you say, character, it builds character, and that's what we're all about at the Postal Service.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the call. We appreciate you. It's about character. That's 2 calls, Jeff, talking about character.
That's it. Yes, it is. We have a lot of character here.
And, you know, I think you find this as well when you compare Chicagoans to people in New York and L.A. We do have that stick-to-itiveness, man.
But still a nice vibe about it. You know, there's no nastiness about it. There's no arrogance about it. We're just, you know, it's that Midwestern thing, you know.
Hey,
something to be said for it.
Sweet home Chicago.
Yes, it is.
Let me go to Regina next. Regina, thanks for calling GML. What's your comment? Hi, Regina. What's your comment?
I love Chicago because I love wearing my fur coats.
Oh,
okay.
And I tell you, the conversations here is catching. You can walk in a club or walk in a restaurant or walk in an elevator and get a conversation from anyone that's a native of Chicago.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's the spirit of Chicago. So when I go to other places and people stare and look because you speak to them or something, I know right away they're not from Chicago, and I explain to them, hey, look, we're from the Windy City. We are good people, and we just love conversation. So Chicago has a great spirit, and that skyline, I tell you, I understand what happened in New York with their Twin Towers, but if something was to ever happen to that skyline that I so dearly love, I tell you, I don't know what I would do. I am a native of Chicago. I recently moved to Aurora, but my heart is in Chicago, so I'm glad that we admire our city, and I wouldn't move anywhere. I may go for someplace for a season, but just to stay here my entire life, I love Chicago.
I appreciate the call. That's for real. So it looks like people are loving the city. They don't care how cold it gets, Jeff. They're loving on the city.
That's right. You know, like the caller earlier said, he didn't understand that. He said, what street do you live on, you know, where things are friendly? You know, I've always been a person that I speak to people. And so I can be downtown, if I walk up to someone, hi, how are you doing? And people in Chicago just answer back. There's no negativity. There's no crazy looks. You know,
but Jeff, come on, man. That's lip service. You know why? Because you're the voice of McDonald's McCafe, and everybody gets to hear your voice all the time. So don't even try that, man. Hey, let me get another call in before the break. Paulette, thanks for calling Garrard McClendon Live. Talk to me. Hi, Paulette. Talk to me.
Hi. This is Paulette.
Hi, Paulette.
I was born and raised in Chicago. I've never been too particularly crazy about cold weather. But I've moved away, and I was away for 12 years, and I missed home.
I know you did.
I came home to Chicago. I lived in Wisconsin. It's cold there. Went to Georgia. It's 40 degrees, and people were in their fur coats already. I was looking at them like they were crazy.
That's right.
Okay? I love Chicago.
Hey, Paulette, thanks so much for the call, man. Jeff, it's unanimous, man. I mean, people are like, forget Garrard McClendon. We're staying here regardless. Jeff, hold tight, man. Hey, baby, it's cold outside. Email us at cltvtalk@tribune.com. 630-575-TALK gets you to me. Hey, more cold weather. The GMLV line is next when Garrard McClendon Live returns. There's no party like a GML party, because the GML party doesn't stop. After the show, call the V line where you can leave your voice comments. Hit me at 630-574-3232 to express yourself. You know, last night we had a great show with the, talking about the death penalty, and we had attorney Tamara Holder on the show. Here's a V line comment left on the voicemail last night.
I think the death penalty should stay in effect. With all due respect to Ms. Holder, people, you just don't mistakenly kill someone. I've lost two family members to homicide, and it was no mistake the gentleman did kill my mother, and my best friend was killed. So I think she needs to kind of look at both sides a little bit. But that is my comment. Thank you.
Wow, that's the GMLV line. You can leave your messages after the show on that line, 630-574-3232. Jeff Morrow, man, help me close this show out. I'm telling you, man, it's unbelievable. It seems to be pretty much unanimous tonight. People love Chicago. I'm still trying to figure out, with a voice like yours, how do you protect it, man, from getting sick?
You just make sure that I do a sinus rinse constantly. I make sure I keep something around my neck to make sure I don't have any problems with my voice. And that's pretty much it. I've learned years ago, when I stopped worrying about my voice, I stopped having problems with my voice. So this is Chicago. You know, we've been here all our lives. This is something we're used to. So.
Yeah, Jeff, just quickly give us a little background. Now, you, of course, most of your work has been taking place here in Chicago. But, you know, you're not just Dig 'em the Frog and you know, and they're great. You've done other things. Talk about some of the more formal works that you've done.
Out of college, I graduated from Valparaiso University. After I came out of college, I worked at the Lyric Opera for 2 years as a singer there in the chorus. I was also a music teacher in Northwest Indiana for years before I got into the advertising side of the business. I've worked in bands and done a lot of recording. I still do a lot of arranging and producing for some major artists, and some up-and-coming artists.
You've done some work for Oprah Winfrey, I believe.
Yes, I have.
What was that?
I've done arranging for a couple of groups on her show, vocal arranging for remember the talent search that she had, the winner of that? I did the arranging on her record and the live performance, and I've done some on-camera voiceover and off-camera voiceover for the show.
Hey, Jeff, how can we get to you?
JeffMorrow.tv.
Excellent, excellent. You staying in Chicago?
Staying in Chicago for now. I'll visit my agent in L.A. toward the middle of the year next year, but for the winter, I'm here.
There we go. Hey, thanks to Jeff Morrow from JeffMorrow.tv. Hey, tell me why you stay here. 630-574-3232. If you choose to live in Chicago, don't complain about the weather. You know it gets cold in the Chi, so bundle up and keep warm. Hit us on CLTV.com, Facebook, and Twitter. Always stay positive, keep your head up, and always be encouraged.